Hello, dear 12 students, and welcome back to our lessons. And today we are going to have this short grammar lesson which talks about past perfect. I hope you enjoy this lesson. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please write them in the comments. So, what is past perfect? Past perfect can be used when there are two completed actions in the past. One action is older than the other. When we have two actions, they are both happened in the past. One action is older or happened before the other action. We use past perfect with the old one, but with the later action, we use past simple. So the structure of using past perfect by adding had plus past participle to the sentence or to the clause. So let's have a look at this example. I had finished my homework before my friend arrived. So here we have two actions. The first action is I had finished my homework, and the other action is my friend arrived. Because we use past perfect with this one, we can understand that finishing homework happened before the arrival of my friend. And here we have the linking word before. So now let's have a look at this example. Look at the timeline that we have here. And we have the past, the present, and the future. So we have here two actions. This action, the first one, which is learning Spanish language. And the second action is I went to Spain. So these two actions happened in the past. But how can we identify that which action comes first and which action comes next? We can identify this by the use of past perfect. I had learned Spanish before I went to Spain. So here we can understand learning Spanish happened before going to Spain. And here we have this word before, which connecting the two actions. Let's look at this example. The meeting had already started by the time I arrived. So here we are dealing with the past. And here we have the first action, which is written in red. So the meeting started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I arrived later on at 8:15, for example. So this action happened before. With the old action, we use past perfect. The sentence will be like this one. The meeting had already started by the time I arrived. So we have had plus the past participle, and for the second clause or the second action, we used arrived. So in your book, in Theme 3, Unit 2, page 21, we have the grammar recall for grade 12 students. It talks about past perfect. And here we have four sentences on the left. We are going to discuss these sentences and the different usages of each of them. So let's have a look. When can we use the past perfect? When one action in the past follows another by having two clauses linked with these words, like when, after, before, till, or until, by the same time, as soon as, or because. So we have to understand all these words because they can change the place of the past perfect and the simple past in a sentence. And the second usage of past perfect is with reported speech or questions that have main verbs of saying like these verbs. And the third use of past perfect is we can use it with unreal past actions or regrets. And here we mean by regret, it's about feeling sorry about doing something in the past. For example, we can use wish or if only. So let's move to the examples. I had finished my homework before my friend arrived. This is an event which happened before another event in the past. Okay, so we have two events and they are linked with the word before. These two actions and they are both written in past simple, but I want here to show you which action happened first. I had finished my homework, so I put the past participle with the first or with the older action before my friend arrived. So the sentence, I had finished my homework before my friend arrived. So there are different words that link two actions, not only before, and we know before. What does before mean? Okay, so we have to understand the linking word in order to make sure where the past perfect should exactly be. So let's have a look at these examples with different linking words. So here we have to pay attention to the linking words that are written in blue, and we have to understand the meaning of them. I will show you the meaning of each of them, and also we have to decide where the past perfect should be and where the past simple should be, in which position, okay, to decide which action comes before another action. So this is regarding the first usage of past perfect. Now, we can use the past perfect in reported speech or questions. Let's look at this example. The teacher asked me where I had been. Imagine that you came to the class late and the teacher stopped in front of you and asked you, where have you been? When you report this question to your friend, you will say, the teacher asked me where I had been. Look at the next example. My friend said he had found a new job. And here, let's look at this picture. We have three characters. We have Ali, Ahmed, and Fatima. In Saturday night, Ali said to Ahmed, I fell down the stairs. And he used here the past tense, okay? And this was in Saturday night. Then Ahmed reported this speech to Fatima in Sunday, and he used the past perfect. So he said that he had fallen down the stairs. Can you see the point? So we have he said that and he had fallen down the stairs. So we have two verbs. It means two actions. And this is how to use past perfect in reported speech. Then let's move. We can use the past perfect with unreal past actions. So the actions that didn't happen and they are like regret, feeling sorry about not happening these actions. For example, we use wish or if only. I wish I had worked harder at school. So I got low marks in the final exams and I regret. I felt sorry for this. So I wish I had worked harder at school. I got low marks. Let's look at this example. I wish I had not spent so much money. I have no money right now. So I'm feeling sorry for this because I have no money. So I wish I had not spent so much money. I'm regretting that I spent too much money and now in this position I have no money. So this is how we use the past perfect with wish or if only. And let's look at this one. Oh no, it's raining. If only I had remembered my umbrella. If only I had remembered my umbrella. And here we mean what? We mean that I'm feeling sorry that I didn't remember to bring my umbrella. Even the action is happening now because it's raining. But if only I had remembered, I'm talking about unreal past actions. Actions that should happen in the past, but they didn't happen. Can you see the point? This is how we use regrets like wish or if only. We have to understand the meaning in order to put the past perfect in the correct place. So let's look at this activity. You can stop the video. We have here two actions, as you can see in the picture. Both actions happened in the past. The first action is didn't study, and the second action is failed his test. He got F, as you can see. I want you to use past perfect. Stop the video now and write the sentence using the linking word because. Excellent, guys. He failed his test because he hadn't studied. Now let's move to the next activity. Look at the picture and look at the two actions. The first action, the train left at 9 a.m. in the morning. And the second action, he arrived to the train station and he arrived at 9:15. And both actions happened in the past, but one should be in the past perfect. So now stop the video to write the sentence using the word when. Excellent, guys. When he arrived to the train station, the train had left. Now let's move to the last part of this exercise. And I want you to decide whether to use past simple or past perfect. Let's have a look at these sentences. In these sentences, you will find that the verbs are written in the present tense and you have to change the verb from present to past simple or past perfect. So let's look at the first one. When they had already eaten my food. So change this verb into past simple or past perfect. I remembered that my umbrella at home. What should we put here? After Ahmed off the lights, he closed the door. Change this verb into past simple or past perfect in the space provided. My friends me pictures that they on holidays. So change the verbs. I all the dishes when my sister when she to bed, she remembered that she off the lights. I feel tired because I a lot that day. The teacher speaking until the students had stopped talking. So all these sentences, you need to change the verbs between brackets and decide what to put, whether to be put in past simple or past perfect. This is regarding our lesson today. Stay safe and have a good time. Thank you.